Hi everyone, my name is Wei Zhang. Today I'm going to present the flipped classroom. You may want to ask what flipped classroom is. Well, it does not mean we're going to teach or learn by sitting on the ceiling. According to a research paper, The Flipped Classroom, a survey of the research, it provides a formal definition of the flipped classroom. We define the flipped classroom as an educational technique that consists of two parts: interactive group learning activities inside the classroom, and direct computer-based individual instruction outside the classroom. Khan Academy and UCI Open, which we explored before, are tools of the flipped classroom model. According to our guest speaker lecture, Wenliang He said there are two types of flipped classrooms. Fully flipped, as known as hard flipped, which means all lectures are delivered through precast videos. Partially flipped, as known as soft flipped, means that only part of lectures are delivered through videos. Based on our assigned YouTube videos, I summarize 5 advantages of the flipped classroom. Firstly, personalized, which means students are allowed to replay the video multiple times and adjusting the pace of learning by themselves. Secondly, it is more efficient because students are prepared before they come to the classroom. Thirdly, it enriches the classroom. Fourthly, it increases the chance of peer-to-peer learning. Lastly, it provides equal learning opportunities for most students. Well, you may want to ask, why would an instructor want to flip his or her classroom? According to our guest speaker Wenliang He, the flipped classroom is a combination of online instruction and active learning. Here, the picture on the right corner, the Venn diagram shows what active learning is. It includes problem-based learning, peer-assisted learning, cooperative learning, collaborative learning, and peer tutoring. The flipped classroom model enriches the learning styles for students. Also, according to a research paper, The Flipped Classroom, a survey of the research, it said that the importance of this student-centered learning series to the flipped classroom cannot be understated. Without this, the flipped classroom simply does not exist. Well, does the flipping classroom improve student learning? According to the 3 years of study conducted by Wenliang He, the flipped classroom model decreases the pre-lecture non-compliance and increases students' motivation. So, based on this research, how should teachers go about flipping the classroom? Wenliang He provides us 3 suggestions. Firstly, instructors need to be careful with the quality of precast instruction. Secondly, using assignments in quizzes to make sure students complete precast videos. Thirdly, partially flipped classes are recommended for new users. For me, I hold a positive attitude toward the flipped classroom model. I agree with the idea of assigned reading from the Tampa Bay Times by Jeffrey Solochak. The campus is another option and does not replace the all-online model. Students are allowed to personalize their learning pace. There will be more time for students to connect and communicate with their peers and teachers. Also, teachers are allowed to focus more on individual learning and small groups. The flipped classroom also provides more opportunities for students to apply their knowledge to real practices. However, according to the Tampa Bay Times, there are some kinks about the flipped classroom model. Firstly, lectures are shrinking. The number of traditional lectures decreases. Secondly, low-income families face challenges because they may have limited resources. Thirdly, students don't like videos. Personally, I had experience with a flipped classroom when I was in the introductory math class in my first year at UCI. It was a great experience, and I ended up with an A in the final exam. Wenliang He mentioned that students might feel strange about the method because they never used the learning way in high school. I did not get used to it at first, but I enjoyed the way of learning at the end. Therefore, I agree with his opinion that teachers should adjust the way of the flipped classroom when they face different levels of students. For the first-year students, it is better to use the soft flipped classroom model.